Morning, everybody. Seeing all those at home online. My name is Joanne McGuire, and I'm your host this morning, along with Reverend David.
And thank you for all being here, and thank you for your patience. We were having and continue to have a little bit of a technical issue, but that is being worked on, and we are grateful. Whatever your faith background, race, gender, sexual orientation, age, or ability, you are welcome here. And we do come together each Sunday to encourage and to support one another in our individual spiritual journeys. And wherever you are in that process, we are glad you joined us today.
And while it is a well-traveled land, we'd like to respectfully acknowledge that the land in which we gather today is the traditional territory of the Three Fires Confederacy of First Nations, comprised of the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi peoples. We are grateful to work, learn, and live in this area. And I'd like to introduce our musicians for today. We have Angela Chaka and Mike Karloff today. So thank you for being here.
We have a great musical team. As we always do, I do want to thank Joanne for platforming here this morning. And as we always do, we would like to open in prayer. So I do invite you to just take a moment to center yourselves and open yourself. Oh, you are going to do it. All right. Very good. Joanne is going to lead us in a prayer.
Called a prayer for perspective. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all judgment from my mind, body, and to restore my perspective with a perception with perfect vision. I will do my part with new eyes, hear new ears. I ask the great unseen healing force to help restore my faith and well-being, and to be one with the spirit of knowing all. As all things are now, I put my trust in this now moment and trust in my own connection, the God of my own understanding. I know I'm always being divinely guided, regardless of how things appear to be. Amen.
So it is. Thank you. That's a beautiful prayer. Today, I do want to let you remind you that we do have our prayer chaplain on duty after the service, and that would be Susan Fabro here with her hand raised. She is serving today as our prayer chaplain. She will be available upstairs after the service, and if you would like someone to pray with you, she would be delighted to do so.
I'd like to point out our prayer request box, and there's there that you can fill in, and you can put the prayer box, and our prayer chaplain will hold these requests in prayer for you. I'd also like to remind people here and online of our 24/7 prayer support with Silent Unity. Phone number is bottom of the screen. Phone 1-800-NOW-PRAY.
And now it's time for our first music, and I do invite you all to stand if you're able. And Angelica, what do we have?
Good morning, everyone. It's called Thank You for This Day by Carrie. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. So grateful. Oh, grateful. I'm so grateful. So I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Let's do it again. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I want to say thank you. Say, I'm so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. So I say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you. You may be seated.
Well, we don't have any children here with us today, but we want to bless all the children anyway. So let's bless them together. We love
you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are.
Well, I take that back. We all do have a child inside of us.
Okay, so today I get to do something that is a blessing for me as your minister and for us as a larger congregation, and that is to honor 5 people who have made a decision and the commitment to join this spiritual community by participating in active membership of our spiritual center. Many who walk through these doors of unity churches and centers throughout the world have done so in search of something that has been missing in their spiritual lives. So some stay for a short while and move on. We bless them and their adventure in truth. Others stay and study, pray, meditate, reflect on, and work with the principles which we teach. And at some point, decide for themselves that their search has ended, that they have been led by Spirit within to make unity their spiritual home, to commit their time, talent, and treasure in this approach to understanding and living life. So we in unity make no claim that ours is the only path to follow. Instead, we pray and know that the presence within guides each individual on the path of his or her spiritual, or whatever path it requires on that path. So membership in unity is unique. The most important requirement for membership in unity is the desire to know Spirit and to experience and express Spirit's love in the world. Each member is free to live his or her life according to the inspiration of the indwelling Spirit within them. And today we celebrate 4 people who are becoming members of Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor, and I've also invited one other that joined in our last membership just a little while back, and she wasn't able to be at the ceremony we did then. So Annette is going to be joining us today. So all of you, we celebrate you. We celebrate that you are here to join us, to help us fulfill our mission and vision, which is to inspire and empower spiritual growth, to awaken us and transform the world by embodying our core values of being compassionate, spirit-filled, inclusive, open-minded, service-oriented, and abundant. And through this, we envision and work towards a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And so we recognize and acknowledge those of you who are willing to declare your dedication and commitment to your spiritual growth by supporting and serving in the community in which we celebrate our divinity and our oneness. So will the following people please come forward and just stand here in front and just face the community that you're joining today. Luann Dean. Ernest Malash. Tammy Malash. Robert Malash. And then Annette Deemers, who's already a member, but we want to recognize her. I'm going to come down here. So give them a hand. We are so happy, so thrilled to have you as our new members. Each of you has officially expressed a desire to affiliate with Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor, so together we might grow in spiritual awareness. We extend to you the love, support, and full acceptance of this spiritual community as a fellow traveler on this path we call life. We know the power of Spirit in this spiritual community, and I think you all can feel it here. There is, however, another very important power, and it is the power of commitment. And when we step forward and make a public commitment, as you are today, we set in motion a sequence of events. First, something happens inside your heart. When you enter into a membership relationship with a spiritual community, something inside you reaches out. And you gain a very tangible sense of belonging. As you reach out, the whole universe rushes in to meet you. As you make a dedicated commitment to your spiritual life and growth, and as you stay more fully aware of your oneness with Spirit, letting Spirit be your only source and guide, you will be supported in miraculous ways. And welcome you into our community. We're excited to have you. So are you ready to affirm your commitment? And so if you would, just follow after me. I'll go slow, and when I say I, if you would just repeat your names and then go on from there. So I commit to endeavor and to live in accord with the universal principles of love and truth as taught by Unity, and further the work of this ministry through active interest, love, and support. And now would the congregation please join me in blessing these new members with the following words. And I will say them first, and then we'll say them together. So I'm going to say them first. We love you, we bless you, we behold the Christ you are, and we welcome you as a member of our spiritual community. Together, we love you, we bless you, we behold the Christ you are, and we welcome you as a member of our spiritual community. And so also as part of this, I'm going to give each of you, I was going to give you a rose, but there were no roses. So I'm giving you all a carnation. Thank you. There we go. And there we go. Thank you. Okay. So this flower, this carnation, is a symbol of unfolding life. The perfect love of Spirit as we journey on our spiritual path. Like the carnation, we blossom and bloom as divine beings, perfect in every way. And this bowl of flower petals here, well, they symbolize our current members in Unity of Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor. So as right before you go back to your seat, I invite you to take a petal from your carnation and place it in the bowl to symbolically join with your brothers and sisters here at Unity. But before you take your seat, let's take just a short time for a short prayer. So I do invite you to just, all of you, to join us and just open your hearts and open your minds. And in the spirit of oneness, we bless all of these loved ones up here who have come into the full awareness of Spirit's love and who have made the decision to serve and be a part of this spiritual community. And we know that they are fully supported by divine love, and we see them growing from strength to strength. We are grateful for the opportunity to acknowledge our divinity and our true nature in service to transforming the world. And so it is. Amen. And again, welcome, and thank you all so much. And you may be seated. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's give them a big hand again. Oh, that touched my heart.
Yeah, well, thank you for your commitment. Thank you for. When I joined, during COVID, so everything was online. It wasn't the same.
Yeah, we didn't have many
Pomp and
ceremonies then. That's
circumstance.
true. Yeah.
So our affirmation for February is, I am a channel of divine order, love, and wisdom, flowing abundantly through me, blessing me and everyone I meet. Will you affirm that with me, please?
I am a channel of divine order, love and wisdom flowing abundantly through me, blessing me and everyone I meet. And it's now time for a solo by Angelica.
It's called. Don't you think you owe it to yourself to look inside of you and to take the time to realize you are here to do? Don't you think the time has finally come to stand and face the fire, to walk into the blazing sun and claim your heart's desire? You were placed upon this earth with a mission to complete, and now the time has come, so stand up strong and claim your destiny. You must move in the direction of your dreams and act as if they've already come true. For even when there is no hope, or so it seems, move in the direction of your dreams. Do you think that you're not good enough to be a shining star? Or do you think because the road looks tough that you won't get that far? Do you believe that only some are great and others left for chance? Or maybe that it's just too late, a futile circumstance? You were placed upon the earth with a mission to complete, and now the time has come, so stand up strong and claim your destiny. You must move in the direction of your dreams and act as if they've already come true. Even when there is no hope, or so it seems, move in the direction of your dreams. And when the world feels like it's crashing, crashing all around you, and the clouds of doubt are darkening your day, well then just be still and know that there's something deep within you that will always, always know the way. You must move in the direction of your dreams and act as if they've already come true. Even when there is no hope, or so it seems, move in the direction of your dreams. Move in the direction of your dreams.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That is such a beautiful song, and that was the first time I heard it. And I know Michael. Michael Gott is a friend of mine. He's serves as a minister at the Unity Spiritual Center in Houston, Texas, and he wrote that. He's a beautiful, wonderful man and musician, and that you did it beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
And actually, Tammy, Maxine, is the one that picked that music out, and you picked a beautiful song. It is my great pleasure to introduce Tammy to you. Most of you, of course, know her, but this is her first time to come up here and to speak to all of us. She is a wonderful teacher. She is running our bookstore right now, and Tammy is one of those people that I'm always bouncing ideas back and forth with her. And we spend a lot of time talking on the phone and talking about the center, and her heart is that of a real servant to this community. And I'm so grateful to have her, and I'm so grateful to have her speaking for us today. Please give her a warm hand.
Everybody. Unity founder Myrtle Fillmore, co-founder Myrtle Fillmore, said, rely on your inner knowing. Inner is the new standing. This term has been coined by Tammy in our spirit group, Spiritual Law Spirit Group, meaning we understand, not so much understand. We're going to be understanding more. I hope this term makes sense to you today and that you tend to use that. So the term understanding is about going within, taking information in, and actually getting it from the depth of knowing. I don't understand because I understand. I believe that when we keep asking questions that continuously need asking, we challenge our current consciousness. And asking the right questions helped me to think outside the box, change my beliefs, especially the ones that needed to be changing based on how I was feeling. I've always felt a connection with my own truth. I've bucked the rules my whole life. And in hindsight, the veils that had lifted made sense. We are all on our own path, walking each other home. God's source within us guides us our whole life. It is when we have our first spiritual awakening that it starts to make more sense. And I'm grateful in this now moment for all my spiritual awakenings and my experiences. Neil Donald Walsh says, question all your prior assumptions. And I love this. I couldn't agree more. For years, I dug deep in my own healing of things, learning to understand some new things about myself, some new ways to perceive outside of myself, to see myself, to love myself, and to trust the divine unfoldings because of the changes I chose to make. Therapy, I love therapy. Therapy not only changed my life, but I believe it saved my life. And I'm standing here today to share a bit of my spiritual path, hopefully to inspire you, maybe get a giggle. I hope the feeling, the impression of the word understanding stirs in you and that you adopt it as well. I have to say that curating the new bookstore has been a huge inspiration for me. And I decided to leaf through Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth, again. There's 2 books upstairs if you... There were 4, but there's gone. So anyway, I decided to leaf through this book again, and I couldn't sleep one night, and I spotted some really interesting questions. And Soul Notes has been one of those things where designing questions really kind of perks up something inside of you, and you know the answers can come to you. I just want you to ponder these questions a little bit. Do you feel it's time for some changes again in your life? Do you foresee a better way of living for all? Are you peaceful right now with what is? Does the world need more compassion and understanding? Can you learn to trust the process of life's unfoldings? Can we develop an unwavering sense of inner peace? What if you could change your world from within, starting today? And did you know that the universe rearranges itself to reflect your inner reality? And then I thought, this is why we study spiritual laws. There's 36 spiritual laws, and for us to continuously understand the first two spiritual laws especially, as within and so without, as above and so below. Okay. Come to find out, the rest is that which has been will return again, and as in heaven, so on earth. Simply meaning peace within leads to peace in your life. So let me ask, what does the world look like from your eyes? Do you like what you see or what you perceive? I did record all 36 laws on YouTube, and in this talk, we are touching basically on a few laws: the laws of projection, the law of projection, the law of reflection, the law of perspective, the law of attention, and a couple more. It is possible that these questions I asked today may move something in you. Maybe you'll have a few new thoughts and feelings this week about some old things. We all gather details, and we decide what to believe or think as we go along. We just make this stuff up, right? Every day. So can we intend to be more open and curious about what arises in us? Maybe get a journal this week and write down anything that comes into your mind or heart. We can improve upon ourselves by noticing that our own thoughts, feelings, words, responses, and reactions are the key to our own healing. These are the keys to the changes we need in our life. We all think thoughts, and thoughts think things.
Thinker who thinks thoughts changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. I have the power to change my life.
Amen. Every arising emotion is a message. It is the body responding to old beliefs and thoughts that need more love and new information. My favorite quote, feelings are time travelers. Basically pre-programmed from a past history of experiences. Some people think that feelings need to go away like a rainy day. However, we have to remember that we're not our feelings, we have them. A younger version, or an inner being, the inner child. Joanne, we blessed our inner child today. So are you able to rest in the silence, to witness the part of you that might experience not good feelings and allow them to pass without defining them? When we consciously go within to understand, we can know that this too shall pass and to be more present with what is. If you are uncomfortable with feelings or find yourself wanting to be more grounded when feelings arise, here's my favorite grounding technique to help calm my energy and bring me back to the present. It's called All Is Well. And you take a deep breath in between. I see all my people, all is well. I hear the clock ticking, all is well. I see the man crossing the street, all is well. That's okay. I am breathing, all is well. Take the time to consciously go through these steps for several minutes until you feel more present again. I assure you it's calming when you need it. If any little nudges come to you, any ideas, an inspiration, motivation, or callings, take notice, jot those down too. There is a divine source communicating with us all the time. So tune in by tuning back into yourself first. I trust that everything that shows up for me is for me. And I find that whatever arises is always divinely timed, even if we don't notice it right away. So there's foresight and hindsight, both available for the seeing. Know the importance of what arises, no matter what the outside circumstance appears to be, and always intend to understand more. I challenge us all to notice what's moving inside us and welcome it as it's passing through. Can we simply know that it has a purpose? It means something, and trust that it just might be the actual healing taking place in its arrival. There is a greater source that knows what we need, and because it is occurring, it just is. And in unity, we already understand that this too shall pass. In hindsight, we all know the truth of this in more ways than one. And if all aspects of our outer world are an exact reflection of our inner world, then we can trust that the universe will bring us whatever we believe to be true and what we need to heal. And this goes for the people in our lives, how we view our bodies, our world. Everything is of our mindful or mindless creation. We must change if we desire change. There is no other way. And we do have a greater effect than we think. To change what's going on in my reality, I know I need to change who I'm being about my reality. And when beliefs are unchanged, we do create the same results. And we cannot solve anything from the same consciousness that created it, right? So we go back to the drawing board, one love, simply. I challenge you to start choosing little changes regularly. Put the opposite leg in your pants first. At dinner time, sit at a different chair. Look at a new view. Drive a different road home from Unity today. Move the furniture around. Accidentally smash the TV. Oh, who said that? Seriously, step out of your comfort zone. Starting with simple things, okay? So change serves a huge purpose, even if it's small. So learn to become comfortable with change, especially if change is customarily uncomfortable for you. And if you want to go big, get out on those skinny branches. And like we say in spiritual laws, we say spiritually stretch yourself. So let's talk about inner dialogue and how words affect our reality. Words matter, whether vocalized or unspoken. They create ripples in our inner and our outer world. And it's vital to speak positively, to use words that have good imagery. Our personal energy originally is love. So it's important to be gentle with ourselves and conscious of our inner child and serve Creator God. To be kind and loving, especially with our own selves first, and to love your own heart. We all know that life will deliver whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of our individual growth and consciousness, and it's based on the ripples we constantly put out. So do good and be good. Change happens, whether we're ready for it or not. So we better be ready to be ready, right? Get comfortable with change or not, but I assure you all, change is a-coming. True. We need to trust that change is for the greater good of all and that we become new through change. Can we learn to be more accepting of every moment, every human busy being themselves, having their own experience? Every experience arises to be observed with loving eyes and see that we are all doing the best we can at the ever-changing consciousness we happen to be at in the moment. So know that externally we are constantly being shown our most inner thoughts. And if we don't like them, they're to be changed or healed within. I've healed many aspects of my life. As each healing took place, my feelings changed, and then my world. Over the course of hours, days, weeks, months, I witnessed beautiful things, so many synchronicities, and many miracles unfolded. And I totally equate inner healing work with the raising of consciousness, personally and collectively. My path has been about change. Healing led to self-love, compassion, intuition, trust, acceptance, understanding to the depth of my beingness. So let me ask this. Can you hold space for other people's emotions? Do you accept how others are? Do you respond calmly and respectfully? And do you see that each of us are being who we are from a current level of consciousness? Can you remember to let go, knowing that all is ever changing? Again, question all your prior assumptions, meaning be curious. Be curious why you think the way you do, and be willing to hear other truths. It's good to be open to hear new things, different perspectives, to be more curious about other people's experiences, and just agree for fun, because if you said 2 + 2 is 5, okay, I'm not here to judge. So listen, I get it. Not everything or everyone makes sense, and life has many challenges, but we are all here championing this stuff as best we can. Look how far you've come. Have you really thought about that? Can we experience unwanted situations and learn from it? Of course. Maybe not right away. Can we be forgiving about what we are being challenged by? Possibly. Maybe after we've processed some feelings? Sure. Accepting what is occurring accelerates the process of transformation, meaning no resistance. Especially if we can hold space for what is occurring and know it's where we're supposed to be at that moment. And at some point, understanding that there's likely a message in there somewhere. Here's what I learned. When emotions arise, sit with them first. Feel them fully and unapologetically. I allow the part of me expressing feelings to freely let them arise and be present as they pass. Trust the process, undefined. Envision the healing already taking place. It matters not what it is. Just thank it. Find a quiet place to be with yourself in silence and take some deep breaths. How many of you have heard of Matt Kahn? Anybody heard of Matt Kahn? A lot of people? That's awesome. He's a highly attuned, intuitive healer, speaker, and author. And his YouTube video that comes to mind is called Unknow Yourself. And in it, he shares these nuggets. Move with the current of life. If something happens, keep going. You can't stop to sit still with something, because by the time you do, it's already part of your past. The constant evolution needs your presence. Notice changes and keep moving. Do not define anything. Become yourself experientially. Always changing, never stopping. Trust that the current knows where to take you. Maybe take the oars out of the boat. Go downstream instead. So this is self-awareness. He also gave a few other quotes. Why keep track of the story when you can be the mystery that is always changing? And does anybody wear a watch in here? One of his favorite quotes is, he giggles when he said this, "It's always now, there's no need for a watch." Or there's only one time zone now. And you are who you are until you're not. So thank you, Matt. It's interesting to ponder all kinds of things to understand new. And let's think about the inner chatter that lives within us. How many thoughts do you think you have in a day? How many thoughts do you think are your own? What percentage of your thoughts are good? So I decided to check this out. Did you know that we each have 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts in one day? Only 20% is positive, and 5% is a new thought. The rest are repeating thoughts. See, clearly we need, I said, nauseating positivity. Clearly, at 20%, we need more positivity, right? And that's why I'm here. And we definitely need to stop telling the same old story over and over. Clearly, the numbers are low. So I agree, at this point, you're only allowed 3 times to tell a new story, and after that, you're done. No more airtime, okay? Words to live by. So all that time can go toward a new hobby or writing that book, having your own inspirations, reading, painting, being with yourself, and learning more about your relationship with yourself. Being at one with the I am. Can you imagine the Creator witnessing you and your creativity? You busy being you? Busy bee, get it? See, there's so many ways we can use these terms and turn them around. We can all stand to learn how to see with different eyes and various perspectives. Prayer and meditation and our own creative energy is what brings us closer to God, not to mention big hair. Big hair works, apparently. True. Anyway, in all seriousness, the importance of going within is to also a call to let our thoughts and words rest, to be still, like Zen space. And I know that's easier for some, but it takes conscious noticing that it might be what we need to get back to ourselves. I say less airtime, more quiet time. To spend time in the silence and going within for the truth of you and for loving your own heart more and more. Truth is, our energy is constantly fluctuating between what is and what is always changing, and we're not one thing all the time. Remember those 8 billion people on the planet having their own experience? That's a ton of energy and a ton of change. It matters not what others are doing or not doing unless you're judging. And please don't be surprised by what others say or do. To me, it's much more important to be present with my own energy and to not define anything for my own inner peace. Life flows. Get your popcorn out and watch it. I'll do me, you do you, and let's not judge either of us, okay? I'm here with you. We can all be more peaceful in our own beingness if we just mind our own blissness. I love that one. You can borrow it. To evolve in consciousness, we want to heal everything we can. The goal is seeing with new loving eyes. Understanding our own heart shifts everything around us and in us. Championing every day. The healings, the rising out of the uncomfortable. New information and seeing changes unfold in order to be present in new ways. Making choices to have new perspectives. Inner awareness with what we are currently doing is how we can be in the now, to be in each present moment. When I'm doing the dishes, I'm one with doing the dishes. The warmth of the water, the clanging of the silverware, simply busy enjoying my moment. I say if you walk the dog, be part of the dog's experience. Squirrel. When driving, just drive your own car, stay in your own lane, be forgiving, meaning be ready to give way to those that feel they need to go first. Okay? Personally, I never have the radio on, I just drive and be in my own peace or curiosity, being one with the experiences of gratitude. And this reminds me of a story. Carol Ann, you drive from Colchester, and on my way to Windsor for 17 years, as soon as I came around the bend onto Howard, going north, I would see I think they're gone, but there were 7 telephone poles beside me on my right, and I loved them. They basically said, if you ate today, thank a farmer. And in that moment, I would always have a smile on my face. Yeah, it was something that I really appreciated, thinking of my last meal at that time and really appreciating life. Every creative outlet, every chore and project is a great way to connect the nothingness and the allness of Source. Unless you're running power tools, then focus on that, okay? Because that's not my fault. So be as comfortable in the silence and stillness as you can, wherever you are, with whatever you're doing. Meditation can be anything you are peacefully admiring. A bird, a long walk in the park, watching the waves, just appreciating life itself, knowing that every beautiful moment passes away. Practicing presence trickles into every part of our life, creating more awareness and peace within. Some challenging experiences have actually saved my life and brought me closer to myself, my creativity, and my spiritual connection. God knows how far I've come. In Ram Dass's teaching called Becoming Nobody, he shares these words: find the perfection in fading into the humble backdrop. And we experience living life to become conscious and awakened to the who I am in truth. I love this one. Before the word, it was between me and God. Going and coming is nowhere but where I am, and there is no holding on, only opening up. And the next message you need is always right where you are. And what looks like weakness to the ego is in fact the only true strength. Thank you, Ram Dass. On page 221 of A New Earth, it says there are only 2 dimensions that make up reality: thingness and no thingness, form and denial of form. Form is not who we are. You are not your body. You have a body. Claudio, in our spirit group host and new board member at Unity here, he says there's only 2 dimensions, in and out. Life has inner purpose and outer purpose. Primarily inner is your beingness, your ability to awaken. And the secondary is the outer, which is doing, that changes over time. Spiritual law teaches us that contrast is our teacher. When you know what you don't want, you know what you do. So it's important to speak in a way that affirms what is wanted. As a random act of kindness, I continually create and pass out Dear Human art card messages. And this is to lift people up, random strangers, to affirm the good. And by focusing on the good, we create more of that in our lives. And remember, Myrtle Fillmore said, rely on your inner knowing. Since the universe loves to deliver what you focus on, start asking some leading questions on paper. Writing can really make a difference in your life. So I challenge you today, get a journal and write yourself a question every morning for 30 days. Questions like, how does it get better than this? Or how can I make a difference in the world? How can I be the change that I seek in the world? How can I be more peaceful today? How can I understand myself more? We all have what it takes to make space for new life to emerge in us. A true test of faith and trust in the divine unfoldings based on the ripples we put out. We must become more conscious of how we each be if we want to create a new life for ourselves and the world we live in. So many perfect opportunities and perfect opportunities for great spiritual awakenings. In closing, when you change your inner world, your outer world changes after. So let's relax our thinking brains, close our eyes if you're comfortable, and settle into a heart-centered meditation.
Power of now is always present, nowhere to be than where you are. The power of now flows oh so gracefully. The power of now is always perfect, nothing to be than who you are. The power of now flows oh so easily. Be willing to let go of everything you think you need to know. Oh, be strong enough to let go of everything you think you need to control. For everything goes away. Let everything wash away. The power of now.
Slowly bring yourself back to this time and place. Take a couple deep breaths. And just know that everything is exactly as it's supposed to be continued. Thank you so much.
Tammy, thank you so much. And so many really beautiful nuggets. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Don't know what you're doing over there, but well done.
Turning the mic off. Turning the mic off.
Thank you. It was really, you know what came to mind while you were singing that? It's just full of really good foundational things, you know, to really keep supporting us on our journey. I kept thinking of row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. And it was like, yeah, we're just, I mean, in a retirement state, I can really appreciate it a lot more than when I was in a very busy state. But it has so much depth to it, just that little nursery rhyme. So thank you, Tammy. It was really well done.
It was.
And thank you, music team, once again. Wow, you bring so much emotion to the song. It's like, not just are you singing words, you're just really feeling them. Appreciate that. And of course, the accompaniment adds to it all, so thank you. And also thank you to Leo, our computer tech over there. Thank you, Leo, for all you do.
Well, now it's time for us to take a look at our vision, mission, and statement of being.
That's right.
So let us take that to heart. And
We have a global vision. Will you please speak it with me? Our vision is a world
powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. We have a sacred mission. Will you say that with me? We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world.
And we have a personal statement of being. Will you please say that with me?
I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all. We do have a few announcements to let you know about today. Joanne?
Yeah. So come and experience how powerful the practice of yoga can transform your life. Our very own Devani Peters, who is a new member and unfortunately wasn't here
No,
with
she
us
couldn't
today.
be here today with us.
She was going to facilitate two introductory yoga classes on Thursday, February 23rd and March 2nd here at the center. Bring a yoga mat, a blanket, and a small pillow. And to register, you just need to email Devani. And you can see your newsletter for her.
There's also a sign-up sheet upstairs, so you can sign up. Also, Devani is planning on doing after this introduction, she's planning on doing yoga classes every Thursday here, so at 10:30. So that's something that you can look forward to. I do want to let you know also about coming on March the 11th. We are the Energy Lighthouse, which is what Tammy and Ernest and Robert and Luann, they're all part of the Energy Lighthouse, and they're going to be doing a workshop on energy. And there's a sign-up sheet upstairs. And I tell you what, Robert, would you mind just sort of saying a little bit about the workshop, if you would like? And we'd come up here. Just
No pressure.
no pressure. Just put you on the spot.
Thank you, David. Energy, we started this back in 2014, where I invited people to the house to do energy shares. And then part of the energy shares, some of the people were saying they couldn't feel the energy. So we started coming up with these techniques that would allow the people to start feeling those energies. So in doing that, we just kind of advanced it through the years, and now we've come up with this thing where my brother or my sister, my girlfriend Luann, and myself, we help facilitate people so they start feeling those energies. Because when sometimes we're moving energies or feeling the energy in a room. So what happens is if you go to an event, you're saying, well, that event was crappy. Well, guess what? You're at that event. So this is teaching the person how to use their own energy to create greater energy within the event or space that you're in. So, like, I guess David, because we were planning on doing this, so just before David presented this to us, we're like, well, we should come up with a class. So we came up with the class, and then David asked us, I think it was like 2 days later, hey, you guys come up with a class? We're like, isn't that funny? So David asked us to present it here, and so this will be the first time that we presented this sort of class. It's all-encompassing of everything we all do. So you're going to get a little bit of what we do so that you can have at least see where you and your energies flow. And so that's what it's all about.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robert. Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
No,
You did very well. I am not, right?
As part of the social committee, we also have a new bulletin board upstairs, kind of just announcing different social opportunities that are going on around us. Not only are there stuff that we sponsor here in the center, but also it's also about events that are happening out there. So one of the things I wanted to mention is that there's a Mardi Gras dance this Friday on the 24th, and it's at the Legion 594 off of Howard, and it's for $40, but there's a New Orleans style food, and you can buy your tickets there. But we just wanted to let people know that because it wasn't up on the bulletin board yet. And as well, I want to let you know about the work of Loving Communication. It's a 6-week continuing series presented by Marietta Jones. And the next class is February 26th at 12:30 after the service.
Yeah, and Mariette is just doing a great job on this class. I think there's about 12 people, but it's open if you haven't come. And then she will be doing it next Sunday after the service. Also, just let you know that the bookstore is open every Sunday right after the service, and we are also continuing to do a book drive. So books are still coming in, and as books still come in, our bookstore grows. But the bookstore has been a lot of fun, and people are enjoying the space. And thank you, Tammy, for all that you've done there.
A lot of work. Thank you. Our newsletter, there's all our new spirit groups are starting this month, and if you look at our newsletter, it has a whole list of them. And so check that out because there's a lot of good, interesting things happening out there.
Yeah, we've got 6 different spirit groups that are just starting up. So do check out the newsletter or our website. All of that information is on there, and you do need to register if you want to. One of them's already filled up, so take a look because there are some really good classes. Also, next Sunday, Mariette Jones will be speaking. And she's our licensed Unity teacher. Her talk title is Stay With Yourself. That will be her talk title next Sunday. So please join us then. And I also want to remind you that our prayer chaplain today is Susan Fabro. She's right here, and she will be upstairs in the prayer chapel up there, the room, if you would like someone to pray with you.
All of our classes, programs, and services are made possible by your generous donations. Our heartfelt thanks for all your continuous support in this matter. We've created many easy ways to donate, which you can find on our website. And we also have our love offering box.
Yeah, right over here. We do have our love offering box that you can place a donation in over there by the door. And again, thank you so much. All of you are the ones that make all of this possible. So we do appreciate your continuous support and donations. Thank you so much.
So now we invite you to stand up and let's open our hearts and minds in gratitude as we close by speaking out loud or silently to yourself the love offering prayer, followed by the peace song and the prayer of protection. Divine love in me and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
The love of God enfolds us, The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. And wherever we are, God is. And my friends, you truly are. Thank you so much. And please join us upstairs for fellowship and some food. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for coming.